What's going on, guys and girls? It's Ghost Robo, and on the eve of the For Honor beta, we are bringing you some Viking campaign action, kicking it with the men of the North, the women of the wicked ships. The Vikings are really powerful, and I think you'll get a kick out of this campaign mission because it shows off the versatility and the variety of the For Honor single player, so let's enjoy.
A year since Apollyon came. Our people starved. And the worst of us fell on each other, like beasts. Growing fat on their own people's misery. Ragnar was one of those. Let's feast! And so, I came down from the mountains. I joined the Warborn, and then we did something about it.
Ooh, that's a brutal way to begin.
Come to do something about our people's burning problem.
Oh baby, you'll notice right off the bat that the Viking is a monstrous faction within For Honor, and I have not played a lot of them in multiplayer, so I can't wait to get more time with their heroes. I've been a lot about the knights and the samurai, but the Viking are a brutal people. And they're really, really good in duels because they have just a lot of range and a lot of awesomeness as we knock over the molten flames and light up our enemies.
Let's burn it.
You can see how much damage these strikes do. Now, there obviously is a price to pay for such slowness, but if you can balance it okay, you will be a beast. And more and more, I'm just so pumped for this game. The beta starts tomorrow. I'll be streaming it, I'll be playing it, I'll be testing out the different classes, the different modes. But I really like what I've seen of campaign thus far, and I'm glad that I get to bring you more of it. They have it separated into 3 chunks, Samurai, Knight, and Viking, and they all seem to offer something a little bit different, and you'll get a real sense of that in the second half of this mission.
The food!
Told you.
Come! It's what we came for. Let's find the rest. For our people.
They are
stolen their own people.
Really eager to tear down this Ragnar guy.
We were there to take it back.
Unblockable zone attack. But first, let us throw this fire flask to light up the tower and make them pay. It's cool how they incorporated the abilities of multiplayer into single player as well, which I think is really cool. And that flask is a deadly weapon if you get it in competitive.
A different raider might have been merciful.
But we are not that other raider. We are merciless as we move through murking everyone in sight and making them pay for what they've done. War has struck in even amongst our own people, which is a very bad sign as we try to blow these barrels sky high.
Guard this!
And loot their food supplies. But I think we're bringing it back to the rightful owners of said lemons and limes and whatever other fruits are inside these barrels. So it's a-okay. Blocking and shocking as we try and tear these people limb from limb. You saw that decapitation is fair game in the way of this warrior. So it is a-okay. For the beta, I'm actually, and for the game, I'm a general, which means that I am one of the leaders of the For Honor armies, and I have a line with the samurai. Now, that doesn't mean that I only have to be samurai. That just means when you start up the game, there's an overall metagame that will sort of affect the world map and the overall war amongst the 3 factions. But you can still, you represent the samurai, but you can still play as Viking, Knight, and Samurai heroes within the different modes. But I encourage and implore all of you to pick Samurai when you begin the beta. when you begin the game, so that we can fight together and we can push our cause. I really like what the samurai stand for. I really like their colors, and I love the fact that they allow you to be different heroes, you know, throughout the factions, even if your alignment is specifically one or the other. That's a really smart and cool decision. I hate to have to only be samurai, but I get to represent and rock samurai colors while rolling out any hero I so choose. So if you're in the beta, make sure to pick samurai. If you get the game, make sure to pick samurai. Hopefully we'll see each other on the battlefield.
Record the exploits of their greatest heroes in stone. The markers remind them of the debt of glory that must be paid to enter Valhalla.
Look at the size.
To die in battle.
We will have enough.
Yeah, the lady's trying to give us some interesting lore, and we're like, dude, we just got people to slice. But look at the size of me versus the size of the enemy. This is one big mumbo-jumbo Viking man. All right.
Ragnar has brought us bounty.
Double food trouble, and we're gonna light this whole building on fire. Boom. Let's tear them to bits. Beautacious. I'll have some beta keys to give away. So make sure to stay tuned for my streams and that stuff, and I'll have some copies of the game probably to give away as well. So definitely join up when all that happens. And this game is so close. It's legit only like two weeks away, 2.5 weeks away, which is awesome. That early 2017 is just full of a lot of really top tier titles. Resident Evil 7 was incredible, and For Honor looks to be just as cool, and definitely just as visceral. So we got a lot of work to do, and I'm excited to play through the campaign. Not sure exactly how I'm going to cover it, but I will be bringing you guys a lot of For Honor. I know multiplayer, I know how I'm going to do that with a lot of different character videos and a lot of different faction videos and mode videos. Single player still got to work it out a little bit, but I really like what we got going on. This unbreakable attack is pretty cool, but the fire flask is just the best way to go. And that's super effective in the elimination mode. If a team does try to come at you all at once, you can get some viciousness going on there. All right, let's punish this fool and put him down. Good night and good luck all day long. Sleep, you slimy duck. All right, there we go. These unbreakable zone attacks really tearing through the opposition. And he may block, he may bite, but at the end of the day, we have our fight. And that's the final food supply.
The food is life for our people. God,
beautiful. So we got the food back, and now we gotta find Ragnar, the vicious Viking who has betrayed his own people. So we'll let our comrades carry on the battle. We've got a much bigger purpose, and you're seeing like there is benefit to taking these dudes out. It's XP for your overall character level, which is important, you know, across every mode of the game. So it isn't just like, oh, these guys are here pointlessly. If you do beat them down, if you do get extra XP, if you do kill them quickly, you will benefit.
I come for more than food.
The exploits.
Time to deal with Ragnar.
Again, like, who needs the story of the Viking lore? We got a freaking evil
the Vikings stood silent.
rogue Viking to take out here.
No time for building while contemplating my lesson. They had wolves to feed.
Wolves to feed, and feed them we will. Working our way through these barrels, grab some more breakable. We'll pick up another fire flask, and we are ready to head in to the lair of Ragnar.
What's going on out there? Face me! Come on in, then! This was what I had come for. Warborn!
Oh, baby, Ragnar is bringing the heat. This was the first, like, super tough single-player battle I faced off, and this is the first mission of the Viking campaign, so I'm sure it only gets tougher from here. But this guy has a lot of health. You can see all those pips on his bar, and he's just got some really brutal attacks. We're doing a nice job early here, though, of slaying this monster. But he has that aggressive move that stuns me, and then his own unblockable. So you got to be really careful and be on your toes And again, these single-player missions really train you to be a better fighter in multiplayer. Alright, Ragnar coming at me. Nice block there. Ooh, and we see the opening and we take it. Slice and dice, he's down to about half health. But he's got his own moves, and again, picking us up, putting us down, and kneeing us straight in the cranial is not a cool way to go, but I'm getting the blocks on real well. And there we go. My revenge meter is ready for action. And now Ragnar faces the fury of 1,000 Viking axes. He's doing his own damage, though, even resisting my revenge and getting quite a bit of damage. And this is going down to the wire here, baby. And I can tell you, like, all of the adrenaline's just rushing here. All the emotions are soaring. I know I'm at low health. I know he's going good, and I could pop a potion. And I probably should, because he has lowered me to the last little bits of life. So I use the potion, and I put him in his place. Now we are in charge once more, but his ability to really bust right through my defense is criminal. And I gotta find openings. He's not giving us a whole lot. Changing his stance, coming at us with that overhead attack. That's the one you gotta watch out for. But there we go. And it seems like we have finished Ragnar. Or at least cause him to flee. Come back here, you fool. I will not stand for this. As the village burns, we board a beast of our own and chase after Ragnar.
I wasn't going to let Ragnar get away.
And here is basically the equivalent of Forerunners vehicle segments as we ride this horsey through the snow and after Ragnar, and he's got his cronies coming after us side by side. We got to dodge and we got to dice as we slice our way through this section. I thought it was super cool that they just threw this at you, and I hope there's more like cool sections like this that are kind of like one-off set piece type moments. I think that'll add a lot to the single player and make it feel like a full campaign rather than just a training tool for multiplayer. Ragnar is fast, and his warriors are diligent as he tries to burn bridges and light us up. Doing a pretty good job. I think I've stayed pretty perfect so far. That's our first damage. Jinxing myself. Gosh, I should have knocked on the horsehair instead of speaking out of turn, but instead we will continue to crush and just try to survive this obstacle course. The environments remind me a lot of Rise of the Tomb Raider. It has a very similar graphical style in a weird way, but it is definitely a whole lot more brutal and a whole lot more intense. As we chase this guy, Ragnar comes back as you destroy the pathways and put fire all over. What if you hurt the hooves of your own horse? He probably doesn't care. He freaking stole and murdered his own people. So we get a sizable chunk of XP, and we're making it closer. It looks like we're getting near. I don't know when we're going to dive after him or slice him ourselves, but it seems like we're gaining ground, doesn't it? We're getting real close. Yes. Ooh! Oh, that is a freaking painful way to turn from Prince to Pauper, Ragnar. I've got you now.
What you've done is wrong. You feast while all around you people starve. You and your warriors will learn to live like the rest of us. Or you will become food for crows.
Idiot child! Might as well ask me to pick up farming! We're Vikings.
So that's a no.
Valhalla.
Ooh. Don't think you'll be visiting Valhalla anytime soon.
You're in charge now. Join us. We are with you. They weren't much to look at, but they were a start.
built up an army, and now we are ready to progress. And like I said, that's just the opening mission of the Viking campaign, so who knows where it goes from there. We will find out soon enough. Make sure to join me for all the awesome beta action. Take up the flag of the samurai as we fight our way through the battles that lay before us. I cannot wait for For Honor, the beta, the full game. It's all super close. Hope you guys and girls are pumped for it. Let me know what you want to see more of, what specific heroes, all that jazz in the comments below. Stay tuned for the streams and the videos. I'll bring them your way as soon as I can. Until that time, thanks so much for watching. I love ya. Drink some hot chocolate. And for the honor of the samurai, we will see you all later.